like Attila the Hun. I came here to conquer. Lanes bring the beef, I tell them no donker. They wanna play games, I shock them like Blanca. They still rudimentary, I'm tough like Tonka. And let me get this off my chest. I'm hearing going nowhere, so haters take a rest. Ain't nothing handed, just working hard, sweating. You can take that to the bank. I know I did bet.
Welcome to episode 7 of Eye of the Storm. I, of course, am your host, Tempestt. Please be sure to hit the like button, and if you're new and like the content, be sure to leave a sub and hit the notification bell to know when the next video goes up. It really helps the channel out. And also, if you haven't seen the previous episodes, feel free to give those a look as well. I've also started a playlist for ease of access. And I do other types of videos, including montages and my own music. So, be sure to check those out, please, if you get a chance. And with that out of the way, let's get started. So today, we're going to talk about a pretty universal subject in character selection. It's an interesting subject in that people pick characters in different ways and for different reasons. Some do it purely for winning, and others do it for aesthetic. Whatever your reason, you pick it for whatever works for you. So, let's go over some of those reasons. Now, gaming has something very much in common throughout all types, just about every type of game, and it's character selection and diversity. Even when a character may have a similar moveset, it could be that their playstyle is different because of the different properties that the moves may have. The biggest examples of this are Street Fighter's Ken and Ryu, as well as Super Smash Bros. Fox and Falco, with character variety going anywhere in games from 8 to 50 or even 100 plus characters, game dependent. What makes a player choose the character they do is a question that most people tend to ask. Now, the first thing I'm sure you're thinking of is Sanford Kelly's infamous line, "Pick a top tier." However, there's bound to be more than that to a character selection. Everyone has a different process and a different idea of what suitable means when it comes to characters. For example, I personally like to have a character that possesses tools for different purposes. In most cases, I prefer a character that moves fast and can zone to a degree. Sometimes I prefer a flat-out zoning character, and others, an in-your-face one. Now, that being said, I tend to gravitate toward female characters as they usually fit my criterion idea. Now, there are exceptions, and I still like characters like Ken because he's awesome. And, I play Remy in Third Strike, so it's not like I pick all female characters. I just go with whatever feels right. We've all heard the varying reasonings and have either scrutinized, seen the scrutiny, or have been scrutinized for our choice. Some people feel that someone only picks a character because they're top tier. Others do the exact opposite. Your low tier heroes. Some choose a character because they have some sort of tactic or gimmick that the average person would consider quote-unquote cheap. Some pick solely based upon damage output or stylishness. Others may have just put so much work into a character they just feel it's a waste to drop them. Still yet, some feel that their character is just tapped out and they need to move on. Then of course, there's the almighty counterpick to cover your character's weaknesses. And people have different ideas on that. That might be a future episode, as well as the tier situation. Sometimes though, it's just the look that they like, or maybe they can relate to a character's background. I actually did an article about this years ago, and some of the stuff is kind of, redone, but I felt this is a good topic to revisit. The funny thing is that my personal outlook hasn't changed, and it hasn't for years, decades. Anyway, I've also talked to several people over the years, and a lot of people just like to be able to have a character that's cool to them. That's definitely how I feel, especially when I'm playing games like beat-em-ups and MOBAs. I just have to have a good feeling about them and be able to just use them comfortably, or want to learn them because I feel a connection. Because selection for MOBAs is different, it depends mostly on your playstyle, in my opinion. Like me, I prefer to support and set up from a safe distance where I can keep an eye on things to avoid tunnel vision, which, we went over that in the last video. Now, as far as beat 'em ups, shoot 'em ups, hack and slash, so on, it's just, I feel it's the same thing. It's playstyle. So honestly, my whole philosophy, and it's just me, is it's what you're cool with and what you vibe with. Now, what about you? What's your driving motivation behind character selection? Why do you pick what you pick? There's no right or wrong answer, but it's fun to discuss it because everybody's so different. I'm really looking forward to this, just because of just how unique everyone is, and you can always reach me in the comment section below, or if you know me on other various forms of media, or you can reach me any way you can. I'm open for discussion, discuss with each other. Look, my comment section is a place where you can discuss. Like, you can just be open and discuss it. As long as you don't say anything too wild, I'm not going to bother you guys. If you like, give a like or sub, and be sure to share this with a friend, because this is a fun and interesting subject that can give you more insight into people. As always, if you have an idea or subject you want me to cover, feel free to suggest them to me. I will give you credit for the spark of inspiration. Sometimes I really mess that word up. Anyway, I'll even do a top 5 or top 10 video on occasion. Just don't expect them too often. The footage I use can also be from you guys as well. Sometimes, okay, let's face it, most of the time I don't have time to just grab footage to record, so it's always welcome, and obviously I always give you guys credit. That being said, we're done for the episode. Until next time, so be good, take care of each other, press buttons, and I'll catch you on the flip side.
Activate. Go.